The first astronauts launched by Elon Musk's SpaceX company have departed the International Space Station and are on their way home. They're expected to land off the coast of Florida later on Sunday. Success would mean the U.S. is once again capable of sending its own people to space and back. Philip O'Reara has the story.
Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken blasted off from Cape Canaveral on May 31st. Their destination, the International Space Station. Now they're on their way back home, bringing with them a U.S. flag which is planned to be sent to the moon, and a stuffed dinosaur which they used to monitor when they entered zero gravity.
From a family perspective, my son and Doug's son are really excited not only to get their fathers back, but to get our Apatosaurus, our zero-G indicator that they nominated to go with us on this historic mission to the International Space Station, and bringing that to launch and return capability back to the U.S. And so for Jack and Theo, Tremor the Apatosaurus is headed home soon, and he'll be with your dads.
Copy.
They have spent the last 2 months conducting spacewalks and experiments.
It was roughly 2 months ago when we were right at this very hatch and greeted them aboard, and we changed from a crew of 3 to a crew of 5, and we executed 2 months of fantastic space station science and technical objectives with spacewalks and robotics.
If Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken arrive safely on Sunday, it will be the first time in 9 years that the U.S. has transported its own people to and from space.
It's hard to put into words just what it was like to be a part of this expedition, Expedition 63. It'll be kind of a memory that will last a lifetime for me. Just all the incredible teamwork and accomplishments, with the highlights obviously being the 4 spacewalks that we worked together literally as a crew of 5 to have success and to complete that part of the upgrade for the International Space Station, which leaves it in a great posture for the future.
The pair are expected to splash down off Florida's west coast on Sunday. It will be NASA's first splashdown in 45 years, and for SpaceX, the first with astronauts on board. The trip holds significance as the first launch by a private company. Billionaire Elon Musk hopes to make space travel cheap and accessible in the near future. Philip O'Reara, TRT World.
Earlier, I spoke to Per Wimmer, who is an astronaut and philanthropist in London. He says the astronauts are catching up on their rest as they make their way back home.
Well, right now they've actually been instructed to sleep because they had a lot to do with the undocking, and they've also been incredibly busy. Even though they've been up there for 60 days, they've been incredibly busy doing all sorts of experiments relating to water droplets. They've also been installing new batteries outside the International Space Station. So they actually need a little bit of rest and been instructed by NASA to sleep so that they feel fresh and they're not too exhausted by the time they splash down later today, a little before 3 o'clock local time in the U.S. So hopefully they're having a good night's sleep and confident as they're on their seat.
Yeah, hopefully they are able to get some shut-eye. You know, this is NASA's first splashdown in 45 years, and it's also the first for SpaceX with astronauts on board. How significant is this?
Oh, this is hugely significant. 45 years is a long period of time without a water splashdown, as it were. So, and on a personal note, I love water splashdowns. I think that's the best way to come back for space. So it's a great way to land. But also, there's a lot at stake here for SpaceX and Elon Musk in particular. This is a very, very critical mission for them. Done so far a very successful mission. If they can complete the last part of the task, i.e. get the astronauts home safe, the road is paved now for further and future successful missions to the International Space Station. So commercially, there's a lot at stake, reputationally as well, not at least for SpaceX and Elon Musk. And this will lead to the next missions in hopefully end of September, where the next NASA mission could end up taking place. And importantly, the February 2021 mission, which is a particularly important mission because you would also have the first European space agent astronaut on board, Thomas Pesquet from France, as well as Bob Behnken's, one of the astronauts on the current mission. His wife, Megan, will actually be going up as well. So what a family fanfare that these 12 months could be for them.
Japan has seen a spike in coronavirus cases